Aloha! Welcome back, my lovely Leos. Kakositi from Croatia. So for any of those who are new to my channel, this is a general reading for the sign of Leo in Sun, Moon, and Rising. As usual, we take what resonates with us and we leave what doesn't. Not every exact thing is going to be for each person directly, okay? You're gonna know what's gonna resonate with you, and you're gonna know what's not gonna resonate with you, or you're gonna know what has some type of relation to something else. It's gonna ring a bell, and you're gonna think of a scenario, a person, or a circumstance as I'm doing the read, okay? You guys have been doing a lot. You guys have been, when I got to Leo last night, I was feeling almost tired. It was dark. It was really interesting energy. You guys have been, well, a lot of signs have actually been transitioning and going through a lot. Reinventing or recreating. As I've been told, there's been a lot of changes, there's been a lot of new things happening, there's been a lot of opportunities that have come in for you guys. Everybody had a lot of fun, a lot of new people, new situations, new opportunities, new ways of thought that came in during Leo season, okay? A lot of love, a lot of opening towards things that we might not have thought were going to be before, or things that we've wanted to be for a long time that are now just coming into play. So anyways, rawr, my lovely Leos. You guys really want this deck, which is interesting. I haven't used this in a very, very long time. So let's see what the crowning is about. Okay. Okay. These are really pretty cards. I got them from the Manly P. Hall Philosophical Research Library in Los Feliz, which is an awesome place. If you're ever in Los Feliz, go check it out. The first card is Nemesis, Collective Karma, with the number 23, which would break down to a 5, which is indefinite change, okay? So maybe, I'm getting either your nemesis could be one of two things. This could be yourself, your own self, preventing yourself, or this could be somebody or something else, you know, like your arch nemesis, that has really been giving you a hard time, or giving you a run for your money. You guys kind of like this. I have a feeling you guys kind of really like this. It keeps you going in a sense. And what I'm seeing in this card is actually this bird. This bird emerging. It's like he's diving, but it's emerging. And I'm seeing like mountains and also waves of a sense, but like almost like moving mountains. And there's almost like this starburst that goes through the middle, where it's like moving mountains for this like galactic revelation of what's to come, okay? You guys are really feeling in your power. The Magician, number 1. This is the beginning, the birth, the introductory, okay? This is really being in your power. And here we have a pyramid, just kind of like another mountain with I mean, it looks radiant like the sun, but I might guess that this might be the moon because it's very dark. So this might have been something you've been dealing with from the last lunar cycle, probably from like the full moon to the next full moon. And since we're in this new moon of Virgo, it's really time to organize and get things in a nice order. Really focus on building the structure that you want. So if you're doing new things or if you're getting rid of old things, you must be building new things. Yeah, it's really time to create and really think about the structure that you want for these new things. And it's going to be something different than you guys have ever really done before. We have a completely different switch, a completely different thing that's going on right now. And we have here 20, generation and rebirth. Look at these mountains that look like pyramids again. Interesting. It's almost like with all these flowers that are blooming, we have this bird that's singing. Inside this other bird that's the night. The sun or the moon is like this blossoming flower. And these birds are singing to this heart, this love. Okay? So what I'm getting with this is rebirth. Maybe in a new place. Maybe more time in nature. You're going to be working on this through an entire season. Probably until spring, I would guess. Because to me, this is like spring. Everything's popping up. The water's coming down. The flowers are coming up. So what you're putting in place right now is definitely a larger project or a larger thing that you're working on that is going to be happening for a little bit. Let's get some cards here. See what we got. Thank you, Universe, Source, Creator. Can we get some cards for Leo? Okay. Alright. Interesting, this one? Okay. Okay, so there's been something, what you've been working on, you've been doing by yourself for a while. Maybe there's other people that you're working with. But maybe it hasn't been working out for you the way that you've been wanting it to. I have here burden. So this is like almost fall time. You know, look at the leaves. They're starting to turn colors like autumn. Okay, we have a 43, which is a 7. Okay, and we have this, I noticed this yesterday in this card, this camouflage flag. Okay, so it's like you're waving your flag, but you're not really. And it's kind of almost causing a burden because you don't want to come to grips, or you don't want to come to the reality that maybe the people that you're working with or the way that people make you feel isn't making you feel so good. Okay? Because we get followed by the water fairy, which is feelings and emotions. So this is 28, which is a 10, which is it's the ending. It's the ending and beginning of a cycle, okay? It's something that's already completed and is starting new, fresh, like a 1, beginning, restarting, okay? So maybe you're taking a different look on your relationships. Maybe you're taking a different look on what it is that you've created, okay? And how it's emotionally making you feel. Because then we have partnership that came out, which is 32, which is a 5, which is indefinite change coming in. Indefinite change. So maybe you've either felt burdened by somebody, maybe your partnerships, whether it's love, work, whatever this is. Or you felt burdened because your feelings or your emotions aren't being attended to, okay? And you're wanting to change this. You want to bring in this partnership. You want to bring in this more, I'm getting like fertile relationship. You want to bring in somebody that's really going to feed your soul. Somebody or something, okay? And this is the magic. You are possessing the magic, okay? And you're rebirthing, you're generating, you're rebirthing, maybe yourself, maybe knocking down old structures. You guys want to fall over, knocking down old structures, maybe the old ways you've done things, that you were set in your ways, or you're thinking that this is the only way, or this is how it has to be. This is definitely not the scenario so much anymore. Okay, let's get some clarification. Thank you, Universe, Source Creator. Give me some clarifications on the burden for our Leos. The Hermit. Okay, so this can mean one of two things. The Hermit is somebody that goes away. He's going away. He's doing the work. He's kind of sitting inside, really finding the light internally that is going to have to go outwards. So this can mean either you've been hiding yourself away, you've been preventing yourself from having these types of feelings, emotions, or partnerships that you wanted, or it's time to remove yourself and really focus on your inner light. Yeah. It's one or the other. You're going to know which one it is. But this is definitely like what's causing you this feeling of this burden, this disconcerted energy. Guys, I have like a little bit of a confused energy with you guys. You know, you've been doing something, you've been doing things for a certain way for so long, as far as your feelings, your emotions, your partnerships, and you really felt like all of this was working out. But really, what the cards are telling me is it's not working out. It's time for something new. Time for something different. Can we get a clarification for the water fairy? Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, okay, for sure. This is basically just stating, these popped out on top of partnership, but this is basically stating what I've already was saying to you guys, okay? So first we have the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's sat back, he's done the work, he has the money, he's kind of stubborn in his ways, but he's well off. He's taking care of everything, he's thought about everything, okay? The Pentacles are normally having to do with 3D matters, riches, work, material things. So he's happy. He's materially happy. He's created and gained everything that he's wanted. Okay, so he's feeling good about that, which is okay. But the feelings or emotions that are needing to kind of be tended to. Okay, then we have the Lovers. Is this love? You want to have this love. You really, really, really want to have this love. You want to have this equal balance. You want to have this balance. And again, I'm seeing this, like the spring, the end of the spring. Yeah. Seeing springtime. See the tulips at the bottom? So your feelings or your emotions are needing to be tended to. And this is maybe what your ideas is. Then we have the Eight of Cups. And it's interesting, in this deck, sometimes the Eight of Cups is like this dude's setting out on a new journey and he's walking away from all these cups. But look at this guy. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups that are upright. Okay, so this is a receiving. So his ability to receive things, his cups to be full, is okay. But look at these two. Look at these two that are down there that are spilled. He's just like, oh man, he's really, really focusing on this, okay? Maybe you've lost a love. Maybe it's time for the ending of a relationship and the beginning of a new one. Maybe you've lost the love for something. It could be a partnership in work or a partnership in love. I would say more, it could be that your work is preventing you from having the partnership of love, or it could be, something happened, or, something happened. Maybe you had a lover at work, or you have a lover you want to work with. This may be a new idea or a new partnership coming in. Okay? Because then we have the Two of Wands. Look at this guy. He's all dressed up. He is ready. These two wands are set. It's like setting a new pathway, ready for a new journey. This is a new path. And look at these wands. They're rooted. They're rooted. And again, the mountains. Again, the mountains. There's mountains in almost every one of these cards. Very interesting. And then we have the Prince of Cups. Okay. This guy looks a little bit annoyed. Okay, the Prince of Cups. This is someone, the princes come in and they're rushing in. They're offering, they come in quick, okay? And this Prince of Cups, he's offering this cup of love, right? And maybe he didn't get the response that he thought he wanted, okay? He's of royal descent, right? But he's annoyed because he wants to be the king. He wants to be the king. He doesn't want to be a prince. He wants to have this love. He wants to start this partnership. He wants to not be sad thinking. He really wants to be this king. Okay? And I don't know if this has anything to do with being a Scorpio. I don't know if you're a Scorpio. If you know a Scorpio, but this scorpion is pretty prominent on the bottom here. Maybe it has to do with some type of like a dark night of a soul, a reawakening, a rebirth. The Scorpio is the card of rebirth, death. Okay, so the ending of something and the beginning of something. Okay, this is some other type of partnership. Okay, you guys really want one of these? Thank you. Can we get a couple cards for Leo? Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords is, the Knights are coming in quick. This Knight is coming in hot. Coming in hot. The Knight of Swords, the swords are normally having to do with words, what we say, how we say things. And sometimes we speak before we think about what we're really saying, okay? And before we are so quick to speak, we might need to retreat. We might need to take a rest, okay? The Four of Swords is all about taking a rest, taking a break, healing, doing some internal work, taking some time to really think about what it is. Really just kind of retreat. Give yourself a break for a minute. Retreat. Don't think so much about everything all the time. Take a moment. Take a moment for yourself. Okay, yeah. And then we have the Lion. We have the 8. Strength. Okay, you need to take a break. You need to rebuild your strength, okay? Don't be so quick to respond to things. Don't be so quick to respond to things. If somebody asks you something, if you're have a proposition of your proposition of sorts, or something is happening, rest. Think about it for a while, okay? Restore your strength. Restore your abilities, whether they're being able to speak or being more intuitive, whatever it is, okay? Because this is how you're going to get there. Chariot. This is a card of Cancer. Okay? This is how you're going to get there. And there's that yin-yang again. Okay? You got to keep the balance. You get there by restoring your strength, restoring your faith, restoring your words, and really just taking a moment. Restore. Restore. Think about your wish. Dream about your wish. See the star in the background here? What's your wish? What is it that you wish for, Leo? What do you really want? Now is a great time to sit and really schedule that out, write it down, and really work towards that, okay? We've had a big shift, and now that we're in Virgo, it's a really good time to really sit and really think, what do I want? Because this is what you're going to be bringing in. This, what you put in place now, is what you're going to be working on until the spring, and this is what you're going to be bringing in. So what energy, what people, what type of things do you really want? What do you really want to bring in? This is imperative. Think about it. Be smart about it. Because if you don't have a plan or an action, you can't work towards it. All right? Thanks, Leos. You guys have got some intense, disconcerted energy. If you want to schedule a private or personal read, go ahead and shoot me an email at divinitywithinme. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you think there's somebody else that might need to see it. The more likes and subscribes that I have, the more videos you actually have access to. So, thank you as always. I appreciate you. Infinite blessings, love, and light.